and soul. So tonight I want to share with you my story, the impact and the results the focusing on body has had in my life was, as I call it, movement. Over 20 years ago, I started my journey of fitness and nutrition. In my 20s and 30s, it was so easy to be able to lose the weight. And I would start a diet. I've tried South Beach diet, intermittent fasting, you name it. But of course, once I reached my 40s, my body started to change. And definitely my metabolism was not as high. Premenopause started, just being transparent. And I found myself 20 pounds heavier in 2019. And back in 2019, I was just really trying to think, okay, here I am, 20 pounds heavier. What am I going to do about it? And one thing that I came across back then was the one word resolution. I'm not sure many of you have heard of it, but it's really finding one word that's going to carry you throughout the year through the theme of your goals. So in 2019, I found a word, and the word for me was determination. Because in 2019, I was determined to make changes in my life and with my goals. And one of those changes was my diet and exercise. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want to have a 30-day challenge, a 90-day challenge. My goal was I wanted a lifestyle challenge. I wanted to change my lifestyle. And in order to change your lifestyle, what I came across and what Sherry mentioned, it had to do with your mindset. Boy, oh boy, does that get on the way. I always say it is the new you versus the old you. We are battling that constantly because nutrition and exercise is just going to get you so far. It really starts with your mindset, with your behavior. What are the things that you're trying to change? What are the results that you're trying to get? Finding the one word resolution really helped me get through the year of 2019, going to 2020, to be able to lose my weight, because that was my end goal. But how am I going to get there? So I was determined to make those changes. I was determined to let go of the old Simone, bring in the new Simone, definitely giving the time to let go of the old, to bring in the space for the new. So I had to tell myself that I also needed to be consistent and disciplined. Honestly, I've always heard the word consistency left and right. I'm a human resource professional. We talk about consistency all the time, but it was not until I started changing my lifestyle physically and with my nutrition that I see the results when I was consistent. So that's when you talk about your mindset changing, because yes, you want to be able to start exercising and change your nutrition, but you have to learn how to be consistent and be patient. And I think that's something I want to put side by side as we talk about exercise and nutrition and loving our body, that we need to have patience with our body. We need to take our time with it. I always say if it took me a year to gain those 20 pounds, it's going to take me a year to lose those 20 pounds, because in my mind, I wanted a lifestyle change. So I didn't, yes, there are many programs out there available for you that you can lose the weight very quickly. But at the end of the day, what are those long-term goals? How do we want to take care of our body? So one of the things also that I focus on when I realized, okay, got my one word, I am determined to make my changes. I have to be consistent. I have to have some discipline. I need to look at what am I eating? What does my nutrition looks like? For me, I'm old school. So I did some journaling for about a month or 2 months to really understand what was the right foods that work for me. There's so many different apps that you can download, and those apps can definitely help you track your nutrition, but everybody's body is different. Also, I'm not a doctor, so I tell everyone, please go to the doctor. I think it's important that once a year we do our checkup. Even now, in the midst of the pandemic, you can check your vitamin levels, vitamin D, vitamin B. It is so important, and you can definitely speak to your doctor even about those nutrition and exercise goals. But you have to look at what works for you. And then with exercise and movement, you have to find, what do you enjoy? There's so many different options now for us. I think it's interesting when we look in the last year with the pandemic of how many virtual programs we have available for us now when we didn't have that before. I know many of us own a Peloton bike. A lot of the Peloton bikes, there's so many different virtual exercise programs. You can do yoga, you can do bar, you can do, running, the treadmill. For myself, I had to find something that worked for me, and for me was spinning. I'm someone that I know that my body needs high calorie burning exercise. I cannot just do yoga and lose the weight. It wasn't going to happen. I knew and realized that I needed to lose at least, burn at least 500 to 600 calories. So I chose spinning. So those are things that you definitely need to look at it. What am I eating? What is it going to work for you exercise wise? And then of course, find the time, because that's the biggest thing, right? I know Sherry mentioned I have an extremely busy schedule, but I have to tell you something. In my 20s and 30s, nobody told me that I had to take care of myself first. It was always taking care of others. It took me to my 40s to learn that I needed to take care of myself first to be great for my family and others around me. So for all my 20 and 30-year-olds out there watching this, please take care of yourself first. Take care of your tempo. You have to be able to find at least an hour a day. And even if it's not every day, find 3 or 4 times a week. Do you have an hour and a half to take care of you? This is your tempo, your body. And I promise you, the moment you start taking care of yourself physically, the impact that's going to have on you, yes, you're going to lose the weight, but the impact emotionally and mentally is going to be so much greater. And I have to say, and of course, I have to give a little plug in for my spinning studio here in Atlanta, Georgia, the Psycho Gang. Love my tribe, and they're simply amazing. And I want to share with you a question that my coach always asks of us. And he says this all the time, right? Because he repeats himself and he's always pushing us. But I want to ask you the same question. Aren't you tired of starting over? Think about that one. Aren't you tired of starting over? I remember the day when he mentioned that question when I first joined them over a year and a half ago. You really hit home, because how many of us say, oh, on a Monday, I'm going to start. Oh, for my birthday, I'm going to do it for 3 months. Or my favorite, after the holidays, I'm going to be ready to lose the weight. And that's where it really hit me. I have to have a lifestyle change because I'm tired. It is exhausting always having to change my diet, what I eat, what I work out. But if I found out if I only took the time to change my lifestyle, then this would become so much more easier for me. And yes, I'm still going to enjoy my wine. I'm still going to enjoy my cake, that I love my sweets, but I'm going to get back to working out tomorrow and back to my nutrition, because every single day is the new day. So that is something that definitely, when you think about it, it's not a 30-day challenge. Always remember, it is a lifestyle change. I've lost 20 pounds overall in this journey. And I am so proud of my body changes because he has made me such a stronger person. But also, and I'm going to share this because I am so proud that I'm turning 46 in March. Before I would never share my age because I always had this age mindset that's like, oh, I'm getting too old. But I am so proud of being 46, being where I'm at with my body transformation that has impacted so much myself emotionally and mentally. And one thing I want you to take away is the fitness does not have an expiration date. I think a lot of us hold on in our society that I'm too old to work out. I'm too old to wear that outfit, or I'm too old to go back to school. I'm too old to get married. We get so caught up with this age, because I've been there, caught up with age. And it's like, says who? You're never too old to do anything in your life. It does not have an expiration date. And that is something that I want you to embrace it as you go on into reaching your goals in 2021 and being able to reach your physical goals that you have. And then also another thing I want you to take away is, love every inch of your body. And I love that my website is up here, inspireactivewear.shop. I created Inspire Activewear because I wanted to look great while working out. And yes, many, I get it. We don't want to wear the two-piece set out there in the gym or out in the streets. But I know that many of you are virtually working out. So I challenge each one of you to go buy a two-piece set and wear it on the Peloton bike, wear it while you're doing your workout virtually. Embrace it, love it, because every inch of our body tells a story. Every inch of our body has something there for us. And as we go through this journey of wellness, I want you to embrace every piece of it, because I promise you, once you start reaching your goals, the results are going to be so much more ultimatum. It's going to be so amazing. So I hope you guys take a chance to go into inspireactivewear.shop. I actually have a special for the new year. It's a new year, new you, 30% off the entire website. And know that every time you order an outfit, I do send you an inspiration message, because my goal is to truly inspire you to be better for you, to take care of you, because in turn, you take care of others and everything else will fall into place. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me this opportunity to share my story with you tonight.